You're welcome to the Music Plus podcast with James Achira giving you the latest music and celebrity juice.
Let's start the party.
Hey, what's good, beautiful people? Africa, y'all know what time it is, right? It's time for the Music Plus podcast with me, your host, James Achira, aka MC Maba Boy. And I am coming to you live from the north, that is Gulu, Uganda. That's why you hear like making noise in the background or something, bruh. We're posting up from the north, fam. So we basically just give you the latest celebrity juice, the latest music, you name it, bruh. Everything that is latest just come through here, bruh. Don't forget to hit the sub if you're new and like the video, bruh. It helps with the algorithms and it helps us grow, fam. So let's get straight into it. Now, if you don't know now, you know, bruh. Kanye has been blowing up social media of recent with these controversial comments, stuff that is making rounds on the socials. This nigga is just crazy, bro. Recently just came out and he said that for him he's a fan of Hitler, bro. Imagine, how can you be that insane, fam? And he was posting up on Alex Jones's podcast, that is InfoWars. This is why I said all this controversial shit, fam, that for him he posts up with this Hitler's beliefs, and he believes Hitler is a good person, even if he was bad. We have to already see like the good in someone, bro. I was like, what the hell? By the time a person like Alex Jones, who's known for being controversial and like one of the most crazy guys in the media industry, right, of this generation, distances himself from you and is like, no, we don't fuck with Nazis here, bruh. But for him, it's like, yeah, man, Hitler was good and shit. This was really fucked up, bruh. Anyways, Kanye West. So Kanye West also came out to talk something about the Balenciaga thing that has been making rounds on the socials, the controversy surrounding the whole Balenciaga campaign and all that shit. He came out to like say that celebrities ain't going to come out and condemn such acts. Of course, if you don't know, man, Balenciaga has caught up in the middle of some fucked up shit, bruh. Apparently, their latest photo shoot, which was a campaign for the holidays, I think the Christmas holidays that are coming, involved children carrying teddy bears dressed up in bondages, sex bondages, those weird outfits for like guys with fetishes and all that shit. And everyone is like, what the hell is going on? There are kids like laying down in a submissive way. There are empty wine glasses. I'm like, what the fuck, bruh? Is this even supposed to be like some kids shoot and all that, bruh? And then there's some shit about some devil called Bel that is in the Bible that sacrifices, or they sacrifice children to him or some shit like that. It was a lot of weird shit, bruh. And then, in the background of all this shit, there are court papers, bruh. Court papers talking about child porn or something like that, right? It was a lot of fucked up shit, bruh. Very disgusting stuff. And what's funny is that you'll still find people here in that 256 or in Africa in general still rapping the bootleg version of Balenciaga, bruh. Like for example, specifically here in Uganda, bruh, I doubt if there's even any Balenciaga store because it's a luxurious store like for the rich people and all that shit. Me, I don't even think I can afford that stuff, bruh. But you'll find people still rapping that shit here in a 256. That's what's funny, bruh. Anyway, now let's go into like what brought us here, bruh. We post up with music. That's why we are called the Music Plus Podcast. That was just some extra sauce that was making rounds on the socials, bruh. Now bringing it back to the 256, Jeff Chiwa, the head management of TNS, that is Team No Sleep, Uganda, has decided to part ways with an artist known as Pinky, bruh. She's an up-and-coming artist. She's yet to have a hit in the game, but apparently she's bringing men into her crib and posting up with a lot of drugs, bruh. And of course we know like a lot of management is necessarily going to distance itself from like young kids that try to cause such controversies at such an age, bruh. Like, man, you're so young to start throwing your life away, bruh. I know it comes with the territory and it comes with the game, but yo, Pinky, man, you're too young to start posting up with drugs and spoiling yourself with dudes, bruh. Apparently there is also grenade in the picture. I don't know, man. I don't want to make it's just a legend that there is also grenade in the picture and all that shit, bruh. But it's really messed up, man, for a young kid to start posting up, and if it's true, it's really fucked up for a young kid to start taking drugs at such a young age, bruh. Because she has a bright career ahead of her, and to make matters worse, you've not yet discovered yourself and proved yourself musically in the 256 for you to even start posting up with such bad habits, bruh. So we're flashing Pinky, man. That shit was just fucked up, bruh. Still posting up with the 256 now. It seems like Nigerian artist Skales and our very own Lydia Jasmine are going to bless us with a hit before the end of the year, fam. They saw the two African superstars are locked up in studio to was possibly be cooking a dope-ass hit for the end of the year, bruh. And I believe, man, it's good for us to like collaborate with international acts and other acts from other countries, yeah? Because we also help to tap into their audiences and get those ears to listen to the good music that Ugandans have, bruh. So it's good, man. We expect nothing but dope music because historically, man, Lydia Jasmine is known for giving like good music and dope music that can captivate ears, bruh. So we definitely locked up with Skales, man. We just expect nothing but good vibes and good music. We wish nothing but dope-ass music, bruh. So apparently also Sheebah comes out to announce that she's going to post up with a concert. Yeah, it's been up and coming, bruh. She says she has spent now like 10 years in the game, and it clocked like 2 years back, but she couldn't say it out because of the COVID pandemic and all that shit, yeah? Like the lockdown. So she was excited, but she couldn't say it out. Now like the country is fully like up and running, and from all that lockdown and all those distractions, I think it's the time for her to post up with a concert, bro. We saw of recent Eddie Kenzo post up with a concert and it was a success. Definitely like the festival of the year according to me, based on the numbers and production of the concert and everything, like was just top tier, bro. Because that concert was just lit, bro. So we expect Sheebah to kill it nevertheless, to also post up because she has been having like a couple of bangers and hits that have been coming through from the 256 and Africa in general, bruh. She has been like, her catalog is just dope. The music she has been putting out is just dope, fam. So we expect nothing but dope music from her, fam. And man, she made a bolder statement coming out saying that she thinks she's the best artist in the 256, not even female or male, but the best. She believes she's the best. Not like gender-wise and all that shit, bruh. And man, she has the music to talk about it, bruh, to back it up. She has music to back it up and come up with such bold statements, bruh. So I believe, man, let's post up and wait and see how the concert will go. And man, we're still talking music, bruh. Now moving to the down south now. Y'all know, like a while back, bruh, Revenge Club Records launched its record label, like globally, bruh. It posted up like to the world that we are here, and it involved the artists J. Jody and A-Reese, bruh, and also like the producers TK was also there. And man, so far I'm not yet disappointed, bruh. With J. Jody coming out with a solo album with a couple of dope features in there, and he has like released 2 videos so far from the project, that is All Season, and the new one that just dropped recent, that is Sundress. And I love that video, bruh. It's like a good beach-like vibes concept. There is this fine mama in the video like dancing. It's just dope, bruh. And those are the things that we like seeing in our videos, bruh. And it's just good that the boys are finally giving us visuals, because man, it had been a while, bruh, since the homies like started giving us visuals and all that shit. So I believe like that's good for the African music scene and hip-hop scene in general, bruh, because we're growing. And I hope also Ari starts giving us like visuals, bruh, since it's all Revenge Club Records now, and they're trying to inspire like young artists to come up with like dope and unique work to post up with in the hip-hop scene. We just hope that, man, they're going to also continue dropping like videos continuously when they release like projects, bruh. Like Aries like rarely like drops videos, bruh. And to see him come out like this, to see his brother come out like this, man, we just expect nothing but dopeness from the record label as a whole, bruh. And talking about Aries, man, he's still silent. We don't know what's up, bruh. Ever since Nasty C came out with that freestyle and later on turned it into a song, bruh, we have seen Aries go silent, bruh. And we know him for blue ticking other artists and shit. But I would really love to see what Aries has to say about Nasty C's freestyle, bruh. And if y'all say that Nasty C was over dissing Aries and all that shit, man, I don't see it like that, bruh. Nasty C was just talking his heart out and letting people know how he feels about the whole situation. He talked about Sakode, he talked about Aries, he talked about Flame, he talked about 25k, and it's all nothing but love, bruh. So we just hope like Nasty C, like Aries responds and man, they squash all this beef that is going on. And so that we continue seeing like dope music in the music scene, bruh. That's all that we wish for, fam. Anyway, now shifting from music, bruh, there is a movement that has been making rounds on the socials called the Passport Bros, coming in from the West, bruh. So the Passport Bros is a bunch of Western men that feel they are tired of the modern woman in the West, bruh. So like, if you don't know, like, it has been like a trend, black women saying they don't need no man, they can survive without men and all that shit. Like, it's completely trashing men in every possible way, bruh. And with the rise of feminism, it has made it even more worse and all that shit, bruh. So the average guy has found it hard, bruh, to like sustain a relationship and come up with something dope out of a relationship in the States, because the women no longer have like those traditional values. Yet they want traditional men who are providers and all that shit, bruh. They want you to go outside, fight like demons, fight lions and all that shit and come back home and provide, bruh. Yet they are not respecting you, they're not giving you any type of credit at home, which is fucked up, bruh. And that's why we are saying like the high rate of divorce in the states, the high rate of single homes in the states, man. This is all the product of all that feminism and all that bullshit, bruh. So I believe the men like coming out and saying, man, they're tired and just going to third world countries to get like wives and all that shit, or like to find love, man. It's just dope, bro, to see. Like for me, man, even if the black women are coming out on the socials are trying to roast these men for trying to go out and test their other preferences, like it's not bad for you to move around and try to find love, bro. So I don't know why all these bitter black women are going on the socials just yelling at all these men and all that fucked up shit, bro. I find it like fucked up for you to put up a camera and say you're not angry about something and yet you still come out and like talk shit about it, bruh. It's just fucked up. And the good thing with these third world countries, man, they still post up and believe in traditional values, culture. They have all that shit, but they still believe in marriage and children. Yet in the West, if you're to ask people, man, the first one to post up with their hoppers, in that hoppers, they're fucking like the top 20% of men. They're not fucking, because remember, like the 80% of the average men are invisible to women, bruh. Women like the guy that is on the top, the guy that is seen by every other woman, brother. If you're like a nobody, man, no female wants to post up with you, fam. We know this for a fact. No female wants a loser, bruh. So like, man, they always want like the top tier, like 20% of men living like us 80% of men. Like, we are normally just invisible, bruh. Until you work yourself up, in your 30s, maybe when you've made a couple of racks and money, man, you can just start like splashing around. That's when I think the females will start noticing your ass, bruh. But as per now, man, we just have to grind and keep it real with the grind, bruh. Because no female is going to post up with an average dude, bruh. That's what it is, and we have learned about it, and that's the thing about men, bruh. We don't live in delusion. We live in reality and logic. We just accept and we be like, man, this is what it is, and man, we just move on. Because you will never find a man saying that body empowerment because they are fat or some other shit. It's always a female, bruh. Calling herself like body empowerment or what, all that bullshit. Yet you're just fat and obese, which is even like a health hazard, and it's very serious, bruh. So like, I understand the angle that the American men are taking, bruh, the so-called passport bros, bruh. And I believe that, man, they should post up and explore other options elsewhere. If you're not getting respect from your own women, man, why the fuck would you marry them, right? It makes no fucking sense. And man, I believe like these black women that are just bitter should just go and, I don't know, bruh, choke or some other shit. Because man, you can't dictate to someone how to use their finances or something, bruh. Most especially when these third world countries have like women that respect you, like they can sustain a home, nurture your children, they are submissive, they respect their husbands generally, bro. That's all men want. Peace. I don't want to come back home to some woman yelling about some other BS that doesn't even concern me and all that crap, bro. Women just can't handle work pressure and they don't want to admit it, bro. Anyway, once we start talking about these issues, man, I think we can even take like the whole fucking day, fam. Anyway, my name is James Ochira. You was posting up with a Music Plus podcast, and I hope like, man, you liked the episode. Comment and tell us what you liked about this episode, and man, we are word.
Start the party.